actually a nursing home setting, but it would equally apply in an assisted living case in Jacksonville, where we're getting pretty close to trial in that case, when a nurse, an RN at the facility, was already named in the lawsuit as part of
No, she was not named.
So they brought her in.
They moved for leave to amend to add her as a defendant under 415 to assert abuse and neglect against her personally. Here we're talking about a 35-year RN who was very involved and did a great job with this particular resident, but they felt that they could get leverage by doing this. And so currently we have summary judgment motions and have buried them in discovery to try and get this lovely lady out.
And part of the strategy is trying to drive a wedge in the defense, try to get this RN to be adverse to our facility client, which we've immediately stepped in and said, hey, no, we're on your side, we've got your back. So that's part of the strategy.
And we represent her. So she knows that we've got her back along with the facility, and then the administrator was also sued in that particular case.
Right, and the next slide, Chris, is the fiduciary duty claim, and Kirsten's going to talk about this. This is similar to the last slide in terms of what the bad guys tried to file in addition to the 429 claim.
Right, typically the exclusive remedies are 429, under Chapter 429 against assisted living. But so you find the 415 claim and the fiduciary duty claims alleged in large part to try and expand discovery, which is very important to try and make sure that your lawyers are trying to shut these down. Fiduciary duty should not be, it is not really a recognized cause of action just because you happen to be an assisted living resident. Yes, there's a special relationship there, but it's not a fiduciary duty relationship. And fiduciary duty is just so broad and so vague, it opens up all sorts of places to get additional information, which causes more onerous responsibilities for the facility to accumulate the documents and things of that nature, when it actually should not be a claim in and of itself. So your lawyers, please talk to them about the 415s, fiduciary duty, get those gone as soon as we can, because otherwise they do increase the costs of the litigation and also allow the other side to get archived materials against your facility and your company. And that they use for that, they will use that in other cases throughout time. So we want to really shut these down right out of the box. And then one of the areas that I am a huge proponent of, I tried a case many years back that had what they called negotiated risk agreements. And the negotiated risk agreement basically said, you know what, the resident's not doing what we're asking them to do, so we're going to put it in a negotiated risk contract and shift the burden. We can't do that. And as caregivers, it's not what we do. It is our job, and we take care of our folks who come and live with us. So negotiated risk agreements sound like lawyers, were written by lawyers, and people really on the jury don't like them because it sounds like we're saying, not my job, and we would never do that. So these are agreements, these are educational materials that we've been providing in assisted living settings primarily to make sure that the difference between a SNF and assisted residential communities is very much an educational process. And it starts with the admission process. It starts even before the admission process. It starts in the tour. Because there are risks associated with living in an assisted living environment because you get more freedom, you get more independence. It's not an institutional setting. And as a result, you definitely have, with the risk of freedom, comes some risks of falls. People may not understand it's not a one-on-one care. People may not understand and don't admit to understanding that you can have a hired sitter or another caregiver if you wish, if you think that you want your loved one or your loved one wants to be in a community that has more independence and more freedoms. You can have some additional interventions in place for closer supervision that may not be provided by us, but still enables them to be in our environment, which is very important to quality of life. And so these are educational materials that we put in place. It's kind of a multi-step process. First at the point of admission, and then in the event that you're seeing a situation developing and you really want to have a service plan where you're meeting with that particular resident and their family, and you're educating them on the risks and the benefits of staying here, you know, that's a shared care directive, and we have everybody sign off on that. Not